Hi, good morning. Happy, what day is today? I don't even know what day it is. I think it's Wednesday. Yeah, it's Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Oh, it's been one of those days. I don't even know what day it is. It's cool. It's cool. When you work from home, the days all run together. So good morning. Happy Wednesday. If you are watching this now, you're probably watching the replay. It's cool. Oh, I hope you're having an awesome day. Hope things are good. I want to let you know that all of these videos are totally shareable. Totally shareable. Go ahead, hit the share button, share them on your page, share them with your team and your downline. This is not just for me and not just for my team. I do enough for them. So, I get questions sometimes, is it okay to share? Absolutely, it is okay to share, and it is encouraged to share, because the truth is, a lot of times I can and will say what you can't. I can and I will say it. And so I can speak to people that maybe you're having a little hard time getting through to. So this is absolutely, I have a hair right there. This is absolutely shareable morning. So, okay, listen, there it is. Got it. Ever had that happen? Oh, good morning. So today, I might rock your world. I might rock your world a little bit today, because I have something out of the box and strange and weird to tell you. And my direct sales friends, you have been told something that's wrong. Sorry, not sorry, but we need to know some things, right? And so you've been told something that's wrong. A lot of times we're told when we are afraid to do something, we're afraid to do it because we're afraid to fail. And there is a small aspect of that. We're not going to pitch that out completely. That's not completely wrong, but it's not true. It's not true at all. We're not so much afraid of failure as we are of rejection. We are afraid of rejection. So I wrote down just a quick short little list of some of the most common fear excuses, reasons, rationale that I hear. And I hear a lot of them. Oh, I won't go live because I'm afraid they won't like me. I'm afraid she will say something about my weight gain. I'm afraid this will happen. I'm afraid, what was another one? That they won't shop with me. Ooh, that one hurts, right? I'm afraid that they won't buy from me. I'm afraid that they won't like these products that I absolutely love. I'm afraid to talk about my business and tell people how amazing it is because they won't join. Said any of those? Have you ever said any of those? We all have. I'm afraid to sign up because they won't support me. Are you feeling a theme here? Are you seeing this theme? This is not about, I'm afraid I'm going to fail. There are people out there who have that fear. I have that fear, okay? I'm afraid of failure sometimes. But the vast majority of us also have this gigantic fear of rejection. We're afraid to put ourselves out there. Because if we put ourselves out there and people don't like it, that hurts. That hurts bad. That hurts on a whole different level, in a whole different place in our hearts and in our souls. And if we are rejected because we can't separate our business from our person, we should. Maybe we'll talk about that another day. But we feel like if they reject our business and if they don't like our product and if they're not buying our product, they're rejecting us. So you're not afraid of failing, most of us. You are afraid of being rejected because you've made it personal, because you're not able to separate your business from you. Yes, you are your business. Yes, I know that. And I know that we eat, sleep, and breathe our businesses. I get that. I do the same. And I'm working on not doing so, but it's a work in progress. I know that. However, you need to work on separating those two and understanding you aren't your business and your business isn't you. And if they don't want your product, it's not personal. Okay, there we go. Okay, this is the problem with curly hair. It does whatever it wants to do. So I want you to think about some of the language that you have used when you are afraid to do what you know you need to do. When you are afraid to put yourself out there, I want you to think about it as, I'm afraid they're not gonna like me. And it's okay. It is okay to have that fear. That fear just means that you have an opportunity to grow right there. You have an opportunity to sit back and take a look at yourself and talk about why you are worth loving and why you are wonderful and why, if your mom doesn't buy your product, it doesn't mean she doesn't love you. And I use my mom as an example all the time. My mother, I love her. My mother's my biggest fan. I talk to her just about every day. But my mother doesn't shop much with me. She might have bought 10 pieces in 5 years. Okay, 5 years. My mom doesn't shop with me. My grandma, biggest fan number 2. My mom and grandma are arguing for like who's number 1, okay? Doesn't buy jewelry from me. Will never join my team. Ever. Doesn't mean I'm being rejected. You know what I'm saying? Are you feeling this here? Is it making sense for you? You are not afraid of failing. You are afraid of someone rejecting what you've put on the line. And the more of yourself, the more of your heart that you put into something, the more that you give, the scarier it is. Right? When you love heart and soul, good morning. When you put everything you've got into something, it's even more frightening that they're going to reject you. So I want to set you free today. I want you to be okay with separating your business and you. You are loved and you are worth loving, and you are also worth it being all right if someone doesn't support you. You are. I promise. You absolutely are. And you're worth accepting and understanding that it doesn't mean anything. It just means they don't like your product right now. It just means that your business opportunity is just not the one for them. And I used to get really upset when people would not take up my offer, because I know how much my business has changed my life, and I want to tell everybody, and I want everybody to get their lives changed. I do. I truly do. I can't explain it to you how much I want you to come over here and get your life changed. But then I realized they're not rejecting Ericka. Ericka's good. They're not rejecting Ericka at all. It doesn't matter. They would reject it from another person. Thanks, sweetie. They would reject anyone who offered this business. It's not personal to me. And then I wanted to also say, if you've been talking to a person about joining your opportunity, whatever it is, no matter what opportunity you have to offer, and they choose to sign up with someone else, it's not about you. They're not rejecting you. They're not sending you a message telling you that you're a terrible human and I never want to join you and you're just suck. All of that crap that runs through your head when they sign up with someone else, you've done it. We've all done it. The minute someone else signs, we've spent all this time talking to someone about our opportunity and they decide to go with someone else, we start thinking we're terrible and we're awful and we just suck at this and we wouldn't have been a good sponsor anyway, right? Mm-hmm. If someone chooses a different sponsor, they did not say you were terrible. They did not reject you. They just chose someone else. Make that difference. Decide that that is different, that they are not one in the same. And I know that grammatically they are, but don't go there. Don't go there. Okay? So I want you today and for a while, because this is going to take some time to really change those thoughts. It's going to take you practice. It's going to take practice. Truly, that's what it's going to take. It's going to take practice for you to believe and accept that you are afraid of being rejected. I'm afraid of being rejected. I have a book that has one chapter left to write, and I am procrastinating the snot out of this thing because I am afraid no one will read it. I am afraid that if I put my heart on paper, which I have, someone will reject my heart. And that hurts. And the more of yourself that you put into whatever you're doing, the more it will hurt. That's just the matter. That's just the fact of the matter, right? But is it worth it? Yeah. What about, and that's what I keep telling myself, what about, Ericka, those people who will read your book? What about those people who will shop with you? Oh, what about those people who will join your team? What if instead of worrying about those who will reject us, we flip it, and it's just going to take just a flip, and we decide to think about instead those who will accept us? Mind-blowing, right? What if, oh Lordy, got it. I get a little excited there. Hang on. Can't talk and do this. What if we decided in ourselves, because it has to come from us, it can't come from me making you do it, to think about instead those who will accept us? What if we stop talking to the haters, just pitch them like I just did that little hair there? What if we started talking to those who would accept us? What if we started working for those who love us versus being afraid of who's going to reject us? What would that do to your fear? I know for me, personally, it kicks my fear in the teeth. It kicks my fear in the teeth and says, you don't have a leg to stand on, so why don't you just get out of here? And it makes me believe I can do this. So why don't you try that? Why don't you try that and see who's going to support me? Even if it's not my mother, even if it's not my sister, even if it's not my family. Who out there is waiting on me to be live so that she can get her fix of my product? Because you know there are people who love our products. Who is out there praying and begging God for an opportunity to change her life like I have? Who is out there beyond the people I see right now, waiting for me to stop worrying about who's going to reject me? Who's out there? There's a lot of people out there. There's a lot of people in the world. I don't know the number. It's a lot. And they're waiting on you. So flip it. Think about who's going to accept me. You don't know her yet. You don't know him yet. You don't know them yet. But they are out there waiting on you to come past this fear of rejection. And I know you can do this. You can so do this. Absolutely. Have an amazing day.